Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers Austin Reaves issues blunt Luka Doncic demand after loss to Hornets. The Los Angeles Lakers seem to be in total control of Wednesday night's game against the Charlotte Hornets to open the post-All-Star break portion of the season, but everything quickly fell apart. Austin Reaves was ejected in the second half and the Hornets immediately responded with an 18-1 run to seize control of the game. LeBron James got the Lakers back into the game, but some huge plays down the stretch by LaMelo Ball and two late misses from James allowed the Hornets to escape with a very impressive 100-97 win. The Reaves ejection changed the game and was undoubtedly a big factor in the loss, but the Lakers frankly should have had enough to get a win even without him for most of the second half. One of the major reasons that the Lakers lost this game was the newly acquired superstar Luka Doncic, who had one of his worst games of the season. After the game, Reaves let everyone know what the Lakers need from Doncic going forward, according to Lojo Media. Doncic had 5 turnovers in the first half, and his final stat line wasn't pretty. The former Mavericks star finished the night with just 14 points on 5-for-18 shooting with 6 giveaways, though he did add 11 rebounds and 8 assists. Since Doncic is still getting back into game shape after a roughly 6-week absence due to a calf injury, so it makes sense that he would still be getting his legs back underneath him. However, due to his defensive deficiencies, especially when he's not at 100%, Doncic turns into a liability when he's playing poorly on the offensive end of the floor. Of course, there's no reason to hit the panic button after this game. This was the first game where Doncic played a full minute load after J.J. Redick lifted his minutes restriction following the injury, and he still only played 33 minutes due to foul trouble. As he continues to get more reps on the court, Doncic will certainly get better and better and get back to playing the basketball that fans have become accustomed to seeing. When he does, this Lakers team still has a ton of potential this season and going forward. Troy Finnegan is an associate editor at Clutch Points. He graduated from the University of Colorado Boulder in 2023 with a degree in journalism and minors in communications and sports media, as well as a critical sports studies certificate. Lakers get much-needed frontcourt boost after All-Star break. Frontcourt help arrives just in time as the Los Angeles Lakers brace for a Mark Williams revenge game in their Wednesday, February 9th, home game against the Charlotte Hornets, their first meeting since the rescinded trade. The Lakers have welcomed back Jackson Hayes after he suffered a facial contusion in the opening quarter of their 131-119 loss to the Utah Jazz on February 12 before the NBA All-Star break. Hayes participated in the Lakers' Tuesday practice and is expected to start against Williams, who will play his first game back with the Hornets. In 6 starts before the injury, Hayes averaged 8.7 points, 5.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.7 blocks and 1.3 steals while shooting an insane 82.1% from the field, mostly on dunks. The 7-foot center had 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal and a block in 7 minutes, before he exited with the facial injury against the Jazz. Alex Len, who was signed for the rest of the season, was thrust into starters' minutes, without practice. The Jazz frontline took advantage to run away with the victory and get back at the Lakers, who routed them 132-113 2 nights earlier in Los Angeles during Doncic's debut. Len's final stats line, 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 7 rebounds, 2 assists and 1 block in 22 minutes, looked decent on paper. But it did not tell the whole story. His numbers were inflated by garbage time in the Lakers' blowout loss. The Lakers were outscored by 9 points, with Len as their center. Utah shot 7 of 10 against Len's defense inside the paint, according to NBA matchup tracking data, with the frontcourt duo of Lauri Markkanen and John Collins combining for a perfect 5 of 5 shooting. Mark Williams finally breaks silence on failed Lakers trade and physical. The Los Angeles Lakers were a past physical away from building one of the best rosters in the NBA. In just over a month, Los Angeles completed trades for Luka Doncic, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Mark Williams, with the return of Jared Vanderbilt going hand-in-hand with the on-paper improvement. Unfortunately, Williams failed his physical, the trade was thus rescinded, and the Lakers were left without a distinguishable center to round out the starting lineup. It's one of the most bizarre trade sagas in recent memory, as the headlines devolved from the stars aligning to a stunning supernova. Not much has been said since the fateful trade fell through, despite many pondering what exactly went wrong. According to Roderick Boone of the Charlotte Observer, Williams finally broke his silence and shared his own uncertainty over what went wrong. "I didn't think I had failed my physical," Williams said. "That didn't even cross my mind. The night I got traded, I played hella minutes. I didn't think in any world that was possible." Williams continued. "Since I've been back at the start of the year, I've played games with a lot of minutes," Williams continued. "I feel like every injury I've had has been well documented and I've recovered, and been 100% since. So, I don't know what went into that decision. I think that's up to them." Williams' comments add more confusion to an already baffling situation, but the fact that his silence was broken is an encouraging sign that more details could be provided down the line. Mark Williams is just as confused as the rest of us over Lakers trade. Williams, 23, is one of the most exciting young players in the association. The number 15 overall selection in the 2022 NBA Draft, he's carved out a place as a productive and downright explosive center who can post big numbers in a hurry. Thus far in 2024-25, Williams is averaging 15.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 3.3 offensive boards, 2.5 assists, and 1.2 blocks in just 25.0 minutes per game. Those numbers translate to 22.4 points, 13.8 rebounds, 4.7 offensive boards, 3.6 assists, and 1.7 blocks per 36 minutes. With this in mind, it's easy to see why so many were intrigued by how Williams would fit alongside the likes of Doncic and LeBron James. Unfortunately, that dream became a nightmare when a failed physical caused the trade to fall apart and left Los Angeles without a replacement for Anthony Davis. As fate would have it, the Lakers will play Williams and the Charlotte Hornets in the first game since the All-Star break. It's certain to be a tense encounter, with Williams likely looking to make a statement at Los Angeles' expense. The Lakers, however, will have a healthy Luka Doncic playing without a minutes restriction for the first time since he was acquired. Silver linings acknowledged, one can't help but wonder what could have been. Williams is a force of nature along the offensive interior with the physical attributes to develop into a high-level shot blocker and all-around defender. Perhaps one day we'll know exactly what went wrong to prevent Williams from becoming the next in a long line of great Lakers centers. And are you a fan? What do you think of Mark Williams' statement? Leave your opinion in the comments.